was able to get 2 appointments today for my clients. My first one I got from my client in Nashville. I reached out to a municipality, spoke with the director of IT. He was interested to hear what we would be able to offer. They had about 600 plus users and looking to do some IT project work. So I set that for the middle of April. And I just got another appointment for my client in Denver. And this was with the construction company. I reached out to the CFO. Spoke with him, and he was interested to hear what we would be able to offer. They are currently working with the MSP, but he's looking to compare prices. So I set that one for the middle of April as well, and they had about 46 users.
Got one today for my client out in New York. Put us on 5 in the month. Feels pretty good. First month with us, so hit the ground running. This one's pretty good. 1,000 users. Not a huge demand right now. They just got a new manager of IT. He's currently trying to look for gaps in coverage and 100% open to exploring the conversation. So should be pretty good. Hopefully something comes of it. But yeah, pretty excited about that one.
Got 2 appointments today for my IT clients. First one was for my IT client in Alabama. So the local municipality had about 840 users. I was interested in introduction, so we're going to meet with them mid-April. Second one was for my IT client in Seattle. The president of a local manufacturer said they're with the company currently, but was interested in talking with us. Pretty busy, so going to meet with them mid-April as well. We had about 23 users, so should be a pretty good conversation.
Set one today for my IT client in Albany, New York. I am super excited about it because the client told me exactly who they're working with. Their contract is up in 45 days. They're not really happy with them. He told me about a lot of projects that they have, 60 users, 120 devices. He told me about the different kinds of pricing that they're currently paying for, asked the different pricing models and structures that we have, told me what they're paying for projects, typically gave me a really big rundown, so I think this is awesome timing. That's set for only 2 days from now as well, and I had a meeting with my client today. They're very excited about it.
I got an appointment for 2 of my clients. One earlier this morning with my client in Columbus. It's with food manufacturer, production company. I've been talking with the president for since last summer. I followed up with them, had a good conversation. Actually, the timing ended up being a little bit better. They are currently using another IT company, so he was open to setting something up, but wanted to connect with somebody else on his team. Sent over an email, got an email back, set up time, so didn't get as much information as I wanted to, but looking at LinkedIn, they have about 60 employees, 1 location, so got that set up for tomorrow actually. Should be a pretty good one. And then I recently got an appointment from my client in Raleigh. I talked with the VP of Information Systems, had also been talking with him since later last year. Very good conversation. They use local IT vendors for support. Open to kind of learn a little bit more about our capabilities. Also has some initiatives on the security side, which is what we specialize in. But they had about 90 users across 5 locations, so we got that set up for Friday, April 3rd.
What we got so far? Give me the rundown. Nick's still on a call, I guess.
Well, I got one out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Go Packers. I got the old owner, passed it down to his sons, but they're still like it's family owned, but still decent size. They do commercial. But I only got the email because I reverse engineered it off the dad's old email, and then the guy said he was open to a meeting. He responded on Friday, didn't get back to me, so I re-emailed him this morning, and he said he was open to Wednesday at 4. So sent it on over.
All right, good deal.
I've only spoke with one person yet so far. He was just not interested.
Yeah.
Low on dials. That's because I had some issues this morning.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
delays.
you getting your computer going? We had a one-on-one. All right. Jesus?
I left a lot of voicemails, so hoping to get a couple of callbacks. I talked to one guy that pushed me down to the VP of sales. He said that's the guy you got to talk to. So called him, left him a voicemail, sent him an email. So we'll see if that comes back.
Yeah.
But that's so far.
I had a Calendly book of an MSP in Jacksonville. Should have 2. I talked to a guy, his commercial roofer in San Diego, interested in meeting, but he's in Costa Rica for the next couple weeks, so he didn't want to put anything on the calendar. Told me to email his VP of Sales, Mark, CC him, the owner, the guy I talked to, and they'll set something up for whenever he gets back. So didn't push, you know, he's on vacation. Wasn't going to force him into setting up a meeting. But should be a good one. I mean, we talked at length, knows his cost, knows what we do, something he's looking for, so he's trying to get more commercial sales. He's doing about 15% commercial right now, so that's a big focus this year, getting more commercial sales, so Sweetman. But yeah, that's all I got so far today.
Let's grind. You know, like we talked about in one-on-ones, it's now to get the deals that are going to carry over to next month. We still got through the end of the day tomorrow. Use that as leverage when you're talking to anybody for a conversation or set up an appointment today or tomorrow. You know, but let's, number one, everybody hit activity this week. 500 calls, get our appointment goals, and let's go get some deals from it. All right, all starts today, but that's all I got.
Reach out to some new people, got some phone screens set up, some on-sites later this week, and add more people here.
I also did a little bit of orientation today going over payroll, and then I also worked on some payroll this morning. And then I was prepping for a meeting this afternoon. I've got a kickoff call with a new client, roofing client, and then just working on new client implementation things, just wrapping those up for this week.
Heard back from the App Store about the Authenticator app. They said I had to require account deletion, or not require it, but they require a user to be able to delete their account. So I added that feature, resubmitted it today, and then just waiting to hear back.
Worked on little UI fixes. I think there was like, you hover over a URL or something, it was showing that kind of like a copy paste looking cursor, so make sure that's a pointer, and then the coloring of it, something like that. And then was working on the subdomain switch when there's an incoming call, so hopefully that's fixing good. And then working on the next step with Briggs.
Do my 10 out of 10s. I got out the March 19th daily recap, and then quite a few proposal and closed deal posts. I'll go through those for Casey. He closed a deal, and Drew. Got out a post about Jack's proposal, Tyler's closed deal, and Schaefer's proposal. And I'm sure I'll be doing a daily recap this afternoon. That's about it.
This morning we had a couple of meetings with, one's a new client, kind of deciding what he wants to do with the site that we can build or maintain for him. And we had another one with a client about SEO and AIO, how we can help them show up in the AI overviews. Then other than that, I've been doing social media and have another meeting this afternoon.
Like Lauren said, knocked out a couple client meetings this morning. I've been working on social media for some of our other clients, and then got a meeting with CBM IT later this afternoon to go over their website.
Got 2 appointments today for my West Coast clients up in Oregon. One being a property management company that oversees a plethora of apartments, from single family to large residential, multifamily, I suppose. And they are going to get back to me actually within the month of a list of all of the issues they have. And so we're going to have a meeting and try to knock out as many of those issues in one meeting as possible. But yeah, it's a good foot in the door at least. So we're going to be a reliable resource for them locally. Second appointment was for a nursery, a large-scale nursery, and they had worked on like 4 or 5 of their buildings, and they have one left that they want to get a quote for, possibly re-roof. So we're going to go out there closer to summer, get a quote for that, and possibly be the guys for the job, give them a full re-roof. So I'm looking forward to 2 appointments that are a little bit later down the road, but something to just have in the pipeline to look forward to.
Got one this morning for my IT client in Ohio. I was with a local municipality. Called in. It was actually a no response record. I called in. Hadn't called it since July of last year. So got transferred right to the guy I needed. He picked up finally. And we got a time set up for the first week of April. That's a pretty good one. They have 150 users. They do outsource a couple different things right now. Evaluation time is the summer, so should be a good timing to get in there and start that conversation.
I had a great meeting booked for my clients out in Tucson, Arizona. 200 users. Switching over, trying to look for some cybersecurity help, so should be in there going good for next Monday.
Got an appointment this morning for my client out in San Francisco. I had called the CFO at a insurance company. Didn't leave a voicemail, but he called me back like 10 minutes later. And it was funny because I didn't leave a voicemail, but he was immediately intrigued. He said that they had actually had some recent issues with their IT firm. They had a couple breaches in the past year, and when they were doing resolution calls, they were charging them for them. So there was some issues with their email as well. So not happy. A little bit smaller, 7 users, but he said they have a lot of growth plans for the year. So CEO call scheduled for next Monday. A lot of issues with their IT firm and actively looking. So should be a great call.
I got a meeting for my roofing partner out in Cincinnati today. I spoke with the maintenance director at a assisted living facility. He had mentioned there was a lot of windstorms recently, so their gutter system got blown off. He wants us to come out next week to do a quote to potentially repair or do a full replacement on that. So that should be a really good opportunity.